All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I am your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today, boy, do we have a treat for you. We are going to be diving into the lovely, the awesome company Falcanna. And Falcanna is a lovely, lovely, lovely brand. You've probably seen them around. They're the lovely peeps with the stickers inside of their bags. One of Miss Wendy's favorites. I'm so excited I get to smoke this with her at the same exact time. Falcanna has been rock and rolling with us for quite some time, a lovely company, and I'm so excited to see what everybody thinks and bounce some ideas and feedbacks off of each other. So without further ado, let's introduce our colleagues for tonight. I'm going to start to my left-hand side with Brogress. Brogress, what do we have you enjoying from Falcanna tonight?
Got their Pacific Blue.
Nice. Okay, nice.
Which apparently says the crosses are pre-98 Bubba and DJ Short Blueberry.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Now, I do like the sound of that. I really do. Have you tried the Pacific Blue before?
I have not, no.
Okay, nice. So it's going to be a nice little fresh start for you. Okay.
Smells like cucumber.
Really?
Yeah.
That was fast, too.
Yeah.
Nice. Cucumber. Okay. Are there any gasoline notes behind it as well, or is it just refreshing mint and cucumber?
Yeah, no diesel. No.
Okay.
Really pretty buds, though. Really light crystals, like lime green almost.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to see. But
hell yeah. And I would definitely say that is something that is so particular for Falcanna. Usually 9.5 out of 10 times. So gorgeous, great aesthetic, large trichomes, really frosty, easy to catch your eye. It reminds me of homegrown weed, 100%. It reminds me of stuff that used to get shipped to us, like really, really nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. And then the texture on that, is that dry? Would you say that's a good texture? What are you thinking?
I think it's just right.
Okay.
Not crumbling. It sponges back a little bit even.
Nice. We love that. Okay. And that bounce back, when he says sponges back, that's when he squeezes it and it bounces back. It should have a little bit of give, but it shouldn't stay squished. We don't want anything that's too wet. Okay, fantastic. All right, as you grind that up, let me know if any more flavors come out. What are you smelling?
Yeah, a little fuely now, but still like a little cucumbery.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Minty,
okay.
Yeah, like you said.
Okay, nice. All right, awesome. All right, okay. And then now we've got Z coming up. Brogress, you're rolling that up, right?
Yep, got rolling up.
Okay, let's do it. And then Z, what is that, Jay? This is the Deep Sea from Falcanna.
Falcanna Deep Sea.
Nice. Look at that sticker. That's gnarly.
It's a wheel. It's a wheel, Jay. It's
what
a
is
wheel.
That thing, Jay?
What is that thing, Jay? It's a baby
That's
shark.
not a real creature.
it's a moonfish, Jay.
It's a moonfish.
Okay.
This one smells weird.
Okay.
Okay. Like
weird as in dog poopy, or weird as in lemon orange, or
weird as in like some berry and maybe some like menthol or something.
Okay. Okay. Dairy.
Like,
okay. I could see that.
Berry like and menthol, maybe.
Is it like a hog's breath at all, or nah?
Not really. There's like, yeah, it's just like the berry's a little weird, but it's there.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a berry and menthol combination. It's funky.
What's that texture like? Is it a nice firm rocky?
Yeah, they are. They've got good squishiness to them. They're just dry, like the right kind of dry.
Definitely. Okay.
Good quality there.
I bought a quarter of this yesterday, and I want to show you this.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Ooh, what is that?
That's the deep sea. That's one of the the big nugs you get when you get a quarter.
Nice.
Nice.
And
That does
that's like half. That's probably an eighth worth right
That-
there.
Is that what you're smoking on right now tonight?
No.
okay. And then Z, we're gonna, as you grind that up, let me know if any more smell comes out of that. And also let me know, what do you think, how it breaks up? Do you think it's consumer friendly? Do you think that breaks up economically for the consumer? Do you think a gram would last you as much as you would like it to?
Last me as much as I'd like it to? Probably not.
Okay.
Last a normal person as long as it like it to, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. That was a good answer. Okay. And now, Z, we will check in back with you. Are you putting that in the bowl or the glass?
I'm putting it in a bowl.
Nice. Okay. Lovely.
And let's see how it smells now.
Yeah. What's that looking like? Or smelling like?
Berry and menthol.
Berry and menthol. Lovely. Okay.
Berry
Because
and
the deep sea is listed as a pure indica, correct?
Yeah, it's 90%, 10% sativa is what it says on the bag.
Yes. And I love that about Falcanna.
It's a cross of their Pacific Blue and Pacific Purple. Is what this says.
I'm unfamiliar with Pacific Purple.
Me too.
Okay. Okay. Falcanna, go ahead and send us 10,000 of the Pacific Purple so we can properly sample.
Right?
It only has to work once.
This is a good sticker though.
Right. The sticker's awesome. The sticker's rad. I love that. Okay. And then Logan, what do we have you enjoying on the podcast tonight? What are we smoking on, my man?
Right now, the gorilla cookies, those pre-rolls they had.
Nice.
Which luckily was the only Falcanna thing I had on me at the moment, but not a bad choice at all, I'd say.
Okay, okay. Now, are you getting a flavor off of that? I'll get back to you for the high because I know it's very early still. But how was the flavor on that?
I'd definitely say I was hoping to get a bit more from the smell, but again, a little harder on pre-rolls. You got the paper interference. But I don't know, a little bit skunky, but it kind of reminds me of like sugarcane plants.
Okay, nice.
I don't know if you've smelled those before, but
I have.
It's kind of reminds me of that in a way, I'd say.
Nice. A nice little woody sweetness as well.
For sure.
Gotcha. Okay, totally. All right, fair. All right, we'll come back to you for the effects. Now, Miss Wendy, the Falcanna Queen, what are we enjoying today?
Oh my gosh, I am venturing so far out of my comfort zone tonight because I have chosen to smoke a sativa dominant hybrid.
Okay.
I have the diesel tie.
Got you.
Lovely little sticker in there.
As always.
Opening it up, the smell is on the gram. You don't get a whole ton of smell off this gram.
Okay.
It smells kind of creamy.
Okay. Okay.
But when I grind it up, it smells more like, what was that again? No, don't smell the bowl. Smell this. It's more like fermenting fruit. Kind of smell to it.
Okay. Okay. And that terpene profile, very, very common. I actually like that terpene profile. I'm very fond of it. It gives me a very more so like kind of sloppy high. I always call it like a drunken high. A lot of cherry pies give me that fermented kind of stank. You know what I'm saying? Berry coming across. Okay. Nice. Okay. And you are unfamiliar with the diesel tie. You're smoking that in a glass today?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Got the handy dandy glass. Okay. As you smoke that, let me know if that fermented flavor kind of translates in the taste, because that might come out a little winey, maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay. Awesome. And then we have Miss Kirsten in here. Miss Kirsten.
Hi.
Kirsten, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Awesome. What are you enjoying today, Miss Kirsten?
I smoked the CBG Pacific Sunshine pre-roll.
All right, I need to know. How was it?
Okay. So honestly, the flavor is really weird to pinpoint, and it
Okay.
didn't really have much of a smell. The pre-roll, so sometimes you don't. But
Right.
I don't know. It kind of like I was trying to like pinpoint it. It was like a 2-pack, so I had my dad smoke the other one, so we could kind
Nice.
of like discuss it.
A family affair.
Yeah, yeah. But I would say it's kind of like almost like a little bit like peppery or spicy, like on the tip of the tongue, kind of hit
Okay.
you a little bit.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Now, the CBG, how would you say you feel so far? Has it been more of a mood enhancing high? Is it more of a relaxing high? Do your muscles feel any change? How would you describe this?
I definitely would say it's more of a relaxing, like body kind of effect. It didn't really make me feel high, like in the
Okay.
head, like at all. It's like less than 1% THC, so it's definitely more for like the effects. But I would say that being on the last day of my work week and like being pretty sore when I got home, that I definitely feel like a lot better. So
Is it giving you any pain relief or like stomach problem relief or anything like that?
Definitely like I kind of suffer from a lot of joint soreness. I have like a whatever thing. And so I definitely like feel a lot less stiff and like a lot less like just like my whole body is a lot more relaxed. I also
Oh, nice.
did that for
Nice.
a long
Okay.
time, but yeah.
Okay. Heck yeah. Okay. I will check back in with you, Miss Kirsten, to see how that high has progressed, if it changes at all. CBG also sometimes has a nickname, giggly. It does have some psychoactive attributes that are supposed to be good for mood enhancement as well. And that could stem from the, how should I say, relief that it does give you gastrointestinally or physically. So definitely I got to check back in with you as well to see how that has progressed. And I myself, I am going to be enjoying the Royal Kush from Falcanna. And this is my little Royal Kush sticker, one of Miss Wendy's favorites. He is a pimp. We have I almost cursed twice. He's a pimp and he's holding a person. The falcon is holding the person as if the roles are switched. I'm going to see if this puts me like a puppet in a falcon's hands. What a great sticker. This is great. I would slap this on anything. Yeah, totally. I got so many legal ideas of where to put this. This is great. Thank you, Falcon, and we appreciate you. I love that little marketing tactic. I don't think anybody else gives us stickers, you know what I mean? Let alone radical ones. So I need 100 of these, please. Thank you. And more so than that, today, I also have a Royal Kush pre-roll from Falcanna as well. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to see if their pre-rolls stand up to the actual flower that they have. So we're going to do a little compare and contrast. I'm going to light them both at the same time, see if I can get any difference. I really enjoyed the gram that I have. Speaking of which, we're going to take a look at this. Falcanna, like I said, always knocking it out of the park. Completely fantastic. As we zoom in on this just a little bit closer, you can see it. It's just ridiculously frosty. They do a wonderful job. Trichome's completely glistening. There's a little bit of purple in the Royal Kush, but it's not. I wouldn't label it as like a super exotic, like aesthetic purple bud, but super dense. Nevertheless, I would 1,000,000% buy this off of Curb Appeal alone. They do leave their grams in bags, as you guys just saw, so I highly appreciate that. Allows me to get a feel for the flower, see if it's firm enough, if it has the right texture that I'm looking for. The pistils are great. They're few and far between. There's not too many pistils there. However, it's not anything I would fret over. I think it's just a matter of the genetics. And yeah, we're going to get to this. We're going to dive in and start smoking, and I'm going to catch up with you guys and see how the taste has progressed so far. Now, Brograss, how is that flavor on that Royal? Oh, I'm sorry. What were you smoking again? The Pacific Blue from Falcanna.
Yeah, when I pulled it up in the the paper here and did a little dry hit, I noticed some like skunky and berry flavors too.
Mm. Okay. And Brograph, 1 second. I'm gonna jump back to really quickly. Broke this down, gave it a smell. Honestly, it has a very interesting like hogs. It almost smells like old people. It literally almost smells like old people. It's got that kind of like mothball kind of smell, but there is some very like 10% fighting trying to get through it. But no diesel whatsoever. I don't get any diesel. I get tangerine, like 5% tangerine, maybe 8% grape, and then the rest is just mothballs and funk, some kind of mysterious funk.
Which strain is that?
This is the Royal Kush
Royal
from
Kush.
Falcanna. Yes, and it does not smell nutmeg, clove, pine, lime, diesel like Kush does. So I just want you to know this. If you are looking to buy this, it does not smell like OG Kush. It does not smell like Hindu Kush at all. It smells like OG Kush breath because of the mothballs relating to hog's breath, but it definitely doesn't taste or smell like OG Kush. Sorry, Brograph. Back to you, my friend.
Oh, no trouble.
So that Pacific Blue, that's across in this deep sea too, and I think that's probably where the berry is coming from.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. But what do you register that flavor as? Can you pinpoint anything on that, Brograph?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would say kind of like earthy as far as the flavor.
Okay.
Like kind of lost the berry notes once I sparked it.
Okay, fair.
Are you shoving a pre-roll up your nose, Mal?
Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
You know, okay, so ready? This is what I've noticed. This is way more minty and menthol-y than the actual gram was. Thank you. Where's the walrus strain? Do they have a walrus strain? Falcanna should have a walrus strain. Falcanna, can we name a walrus strain Zane OG, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And am I mistaken, but is the packaging all cardboard and therefore recyclable?
You are not mistaken. This packaging is indeed cardboard, 1 billion% recyclable. There aren't any stickers in here, but I love the packaging. It feels so soft. It's weird, kind of. It's like a velvet. Yeah, it's weird. It's cool. But inside of these, there are 2 half grams that they also brand themselves. They've got their little falcon on the filter, which looks really cool. But yeah, the biggest thing I can notice so far is that I tried to roll a 0.52, and I think we did just that. It's like dead ass spot on. I got to shake this one down though. But the first thing I can notice is that it smells way more minty than the other one. Okay, Brograph, do you have anything else to add to the onset of the high? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. I had to jump to that really quickly. But yeah, how is the high starting to hit you?
A little relaxing to the body. I'm having some pretty gnarly lower back pain, and it's kind of letting me move a little bit more freely, but a little hazy, like, you know, the hybrid side of it.
Okay. I can hear it a little bit in your voice. Do you feel sedated to the point where you might be a little bit lethargic? Are you just tired from the day? Has this bumped you down a couple of notches?
Yeah, I think so. I think the combination of like the haze and then, you know, the kind of like fuzzy head and then the nice chill bodies is kind of, I'm like, I'm ready to go to sleep as soon as the camera goes off.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Wonderful. All right. I can feel that. I like that. Now, would you say scale of 1 through 10, or better yet than that, do you think it's more sedative or relaxing? Go.
I would say it's more sedating.
Ah, okay. Is it relaxing at all?
I think because of the sedation, definitely relaxation can come my way too.
Okay. Fantastic. Now, would you say that it is more of a functional or non-functional experience? Do you think you are able to do anything right now if you had to? Are you about to do dishes? Are you about to go to sleep? Are you about to clean up your smoke station? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna leave it as is.
The smirk on your
It will look
face.
like this in the morning.
The smirk on your face when I asked you that was priceless. You were like, I'm not about to do shh.
I was like, talking about chores. I'm like, no, there's no chores in the path from here to bed. Nah.
Wonderful. Okay. For the Pacific Blue. Love it. Okay. Thank
Let's
you.
look at some glass now.
Yes. Okay. Let me know how that high translates. Or I'm sorry, that flavor translates in the glass. Now, Mr. Z, how has that high progressed for you? What are you thinking so far about that deep sea day?
About that deep sea.
Pew, pew, pew.
Feels kind of sedative.
Okay.
Pretty chill. I'm getting a little bit of back pain relief starting, so that's a good thing.
Nice.
How
How many hits in are we?
Oh, I'm on my second bowl.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm getting there. I've got about half a gram left.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, the head is kind of cloudy, kind of fuzzy,
Okay.
not very focused.
Okay. Okay. Is it hard to formulate your thoughts? Do you feel creative at all, even though you can't focus?
No, it's more lunk-headed.
Ah, that's a Boston term. I love that.
Is that a Boston term?
I've never heard it before.
Lunk-headed?
Okay. Now,
It's wicked lunk-headed.
wicked lung-headed.
Yeah.
Okay. East Coast.
Yeah, Bonnie. Yeah, wicked
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Okay, now Z. So ready? Would you label this moderate, moderate, high, or too powerful? Or is it meek? That's an SAT word, meek. Is it something that is, it needs a little bit more in order to get you over the line? Or no, you just don't know yet?
I'm not sure yet, but I'd probably put it somewhere in the middle.
Like
It's
Malcolm.
definitely Malcolm in the middle.
Okay. Somewhere in the middle. Okay.
If something's gonna hit me hard, it would have hit me hard by now.
Ah, okay. Okay. Now
That's it, somewhere in the middle.
Smooth wise, how smooth is that?
It's making me cough, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's decent quality.
Okay.
The ash
Okay.
is whitish.
Okay.
I don't get a lot of berry notes in the smoke, mostly when I smell it.
Aha. Okay. Now, as you are sitting there, do you foresee, because that's that's labeled as a pure indica, do you foresee this as something you would sell to somebody? What time of the day would you recommend this for so far?
Evening, late evening.
What time?
If you had to do an hour.
To do an hour?
Yep.
I mean, I'd probably do this before bed.
I said an hour. What time? Like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
What specific hour would I do this at?
Yeah. Would you recommend it?
If I had a normal sleep schedule?
Yes. If you were a customer.
I'd take it
Zane's
at
like 4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Well, no, that's my normal sleep schedule, but I'd probably take it at like 9 or 10 at night.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
If I was a normal human being.
Right. We're aliens, but they just don't know yet. But okay.
That's right. I go to bed at 4. I get up at 2.
We love the life we live.
That's right.
Okay. And then now, Logan, how has that high progressed so far? What do you feel like? How would you say your how should I say, overall euphoria is starting to present itself?
I'd say it's definitely presenting itself very forwardly. It's definitely a lot more on the energetic side. Like I was already drifting off a bit, just hanging around inside before that, and even after the single pre-roll, Like now I'm thinking of which movies I want to watch.
Oh.
If I'm maybe gonna do the dishes,
Oh.
which that's a big kick of energy right there.
Yeah,
But
look.
the gorilla cookies might push me through it, I'd say.
Anything that gets you doing housework, man.
Oh yeah.
Right. Who says weed is bad?
It definitely
Right.
it actually like, so I don't know, some of the other ones from Falcanna, as much as I've loved them in all other ways, the tastes weren't always my favorite, but this one actually, even still smoking through it, kept a lot of the same thing, a lot more on like the woody side, kind of like you were saying, but I don't know, it was tasty, a nice little treat.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. And now, thank you, Mr. Logan. Also, Mr. Logan, would you say that gorilla cookies? What time of the day would you well, first of all, I wanted to ask you, do you feel antsy to the point to where as though you can't sit still, although your mind is racing about what you might do afterwards? How does your physical feel now? I notice you are twisting and twirling an object. Is that a matter of like fixation? Is that a matter of I'm antsy, so this is what I'm doing to stay put?
In a bit, I guess in a way.
Okay.
I
only say that because this is my first time watching you do this on the podcast. And that would match something that is more energetic. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's part of it too, is because I think a lot of the stuff I've gotten so far has been more on the indica side. But now that it's the Friday night, like I'm ready to slowly work my way up for a nice sleep at some point.
Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Fantastic.
Nice.
Okay. Perfect. Now, thank you, Mr. Logan. And thank you, Z. I didn't get a chance to say thank you, Z. Miss Kirsten, how has the high progressed? Have we noticed anything else change? Or nah, we're still just chilling?
I definitely would say like I'm like more relaxed than before. I noticed like some like tension in my neck is kind of definitely relieved and like doing some stuff going on back there that I wasn't previously. So it's good.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Nice. Now, would you say that that was the first thing you've noticed in your body so far? Or no, you just had some minor, things that you noticed overall, and now the neck is really starting to take the lead role?
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Totally.
definitely where I hold like a lot of my like stress and tension is like in my neck. So that's like usually like a big focus for me.
Okay. Okay. Now, would you say that this is something you would recommend for, because as I'm hearing you correctly, this is a lighter experience. It's not like anything that's rock hard stony, rock hard, you know what I mean? Like something that's kicking your tuchus. This is something that is, way more able-bodied, even though you feel some relaxation in your neck, or no, you're like, I'm chilling. I don't want to do anything else. This is good for just staying at home.
Oh no, I definitely think that like it's something that like if you're trying to like get something done, I would use it for like I feel like more relaxed, but like not in like a sleepy way whatsoever. Like in like my body feels like it can move better, so I should use this time to do some stuff. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I would definitely like I don't know. I would smoke it like during the day, definitely and be like do whatever.
Right, definitely, definitely, absolutely. And the funny thing is, there's nothing worse than being able to, or smoking something that you're unfamiliar with in the middle of the day or the beginning of the day, and then you just become so lethargic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when it hits me as truly under the influence. You know what I'm saying? I hate the term like high, because high can be a great thing. But sometimes when I use
Right.
under the influence, in terms of cannabis, I'm talking about I smoked something and I was under the influence. I was hindered, you know what I'm saying, to an extent. So that's great that wouldn't do that for us. And remind the people, this is the
Hold on. It's the Pacific Sunshine CBG.
absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
And that would be in the middle of our pre-roll shelf. for those who are looking. CBD pre-rolls always are going to have the little yellow tab on the tag. So you'll be able to see that, and always ask your bud tender if you are unsure. They'll definitely be able to find that for you and point you in the right direction. Now,
that one, can I add something? Sorry.
yeah, of course, of course.
That one I actually noticed is not in our case. It's listed online and it is in our back stock with all of our CBD bud. And we also, I think, have another strain of their CBD bud. I can't remember which one it is though.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Quite perfect. Lovely. So just ask your bud tender and we shall go find you CBD pre-rolls. Heck yeah. Okay, fantastic. And thank you, Miss Kirsten. Now, Miss Wendy, how do we feel about that diesel tie? How has our hype progressed? How has Falcanna done it again?
Well, I'm going to be honest, it's a little more on the sativa side than I'm really used to. It's very much more a head high than I'm accustomed to. And I don't feel any body high effects, which are really important to me because pain relief is important. But it's a lot in my head, and like it's rather euphoric. I'm happy. I'm really happy, but I'm also a lot in my head. And it just reminds me why I don't typically smoke sativas. But it was a pleasant smoke, and I'm not freaking out by any means. But I certainly know I will have to follow this up with some of the deep sea when we're done here so I can get to sleep because I get to open tomorrow.
And we don't have the time, right? We don't have the time to be in our thoughts and not getting our rest.
Right.
Okay, now with all of that being said, although you might not prefer it personally, do you think that this would be good for a certain type of experience for if you were to relay this information, you know what I'm saying, to somebody else?
I think people who enjoy sativas would enjoy the strain.
1,000,000,000%. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, overall on the flavor, the smoothness, did Falcanna stick up to their standards? Was this a nice smoke, even though it was a sativa? How did you enjoy the experience?
It was a nice smoke. It didn't have the flavor of the smell that I was getting. It was the flavor I got was just kind of peppery. But it didn't make me cough. It didn't burn the back of my throat. So that was a good experience. And it hasn't been an unpleasant experience by any means, but not something I would typically do at 12 o'clock at night.
Right. Okay, now check this out. Speaking of which, would you smoke this again in the daytime, even though you don't like sativas? That's the question.
Yeah, if with a day off, I would. Yes.
Wendy, that doesn't sound confident.
No, I'm gonna save the other half of this gram for when I can smoke it in the daytime.
I'm gonna check back in 6 months from now, and if you still have that gram, no, I'm kidding.
You know I won't.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, lovely. I love that. And Brograss, just real quick, I saw you hold up that squared earlier. Show that to the people. What flavor is that? An awesome company, by the way, knocking it out of the park. Those are insane.
Yeah, those are really good.
We need the THC ones, please. Thank you. And I personally need 9,000. Okay, Brograss, tell the people what's up.
Oh, these are great because they're a 6-pack, and in one serving there is, the outside package says 50 milligrams, but on the actual barcode down here. It says 55 milligrams of CBD and 10 milligrams of THC. So it's a great 5-to-1 ratio. It's a great value for what you get. 300 total, at least 300 total CBD and 50 milligrams of THC.
Is it? Are they caramels?
They're like a
Chocolates?
really soft chocolate.
What now?
Like a soft chocolate, almost like maybe like a ganache consistency.
Okay.
Like Dove, but not with a hard shell.
Yeah.
It's like Dove after you sucked on it for like 10 seconds.
Very tasty. I can still taste the cannabis, but the flavors that they do in their chocolates like really just help mask it enough to where like I don't care that it's there.
And also a big shout out to Squared. The flavors that they offer, the raspberry cheesecake, the milk, the dark, what is it? The
coffee bean.
Yeah, the
butter.
espresso in my mouth and was like, what? But felt full. I was hungry and ate a square that was literally the size of this nug, and I was full. And I was like, that's the weirdest, coolest thing I've ever had, ever in my life, food-wise. That blew my mind. Literally, you blew my mind, Square. Big shout out to Square, because that was actually really cool. Weird, but cool. It's like a white chocolate peanut butter and jelly. Interesting. But yes, okay, so now, thank you, Brograss, for that. Big shout out to Square. I am here. I've smoked both of these. I have to say something from what I can remember. This actually burned better than the joint that I rolled myself, the way that I prefer them. Quite interesting. I still, shimmied it down and, cut the tip and everything. You guys watched me. But burned like a champ. And I think that's due to just the texture of the Royal Kush. Perfect flower to smoke in a joint, but I would not recommend rolling it. And of course, as I say that, I literally just said I thought that this one was better than mine. I didn't care for rolling this because it was drier, Z. This was trying to escape as I was rolling it, so I couldn't get a tight enough roll. I still pearled it 1,000,000,000%. I mean, come on. But it was a matter of, fighting with it rather than something that's a cone and stuffing it. They stuff these. And it shows because this flour combined with stuffing, I think it's just a perfect recipe. So these are awesome pre-rolls. Everybody go buy the Royal Kush from Falcanna. Now, as I said earlier, didn't smell like Kush, didn't smell like lime, nutmeg, clove, diesel, didn't have any of those hints in it. However, the Royal Kush tasted a lot more familiar. I still don't think it tastes like Kush because it doesn't have that funk or that earthiness, you know what I mean? But this one, theirs, was much sweeter than mine. Mine was way more woody and had some, it had a little bit of maybe like a diesel taste, but not too much. This one was sweet and more funky, only by 25%. And I'm going to double check right now. But overall, burned like a champ. I had white ashes completely. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this at the same time, and I feel good about me. I feel very accomplished right now. But yet, and the Falcanna joint was burning so ridiculous. Okay, so let's see. This one's for you, Mom. Here we go. It's so much sweeter. It's like a sweet pepper. Theirs is like a sweet pepper Kush, and mine is like a more of mine's like a rose water, more so pepper. Interesting, nevertheless. Peppery Kush, but not so familiar as Kush. And it seems as though we're at 12:40. Where it's time for us to do our wrap up. We're going to go around the circle. We're going to do a scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again? Falcanna edition. And I'm going to start to my left with the glorious Miss Wendy. Scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again? Go.
I am going to give it a 7. Not as much on the flavor side. And again, that's because I'm so indica girl over here. Great strain for someone who likes sativas. And I'm going to give it a try again, probably on Tuesday when I'm off, and see how, because I think I could maybe function on it. But I would need something to focus on.
Drawing or painting or
Anything, chores, yeah, creative work, that kind of stuff. But it's definitely happy. So, yeah.
okay, nice, lovely, and well put. And now we're gonna move down to Mr. Logan. Scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again?
I'd say probably a strong 7. It's definitely one I know I could trust.
Okay, decent. Now, would you buy that again? You have many now. Remember this. You have many options. There are so many things that we can buy. Would you buy that again? This is the hardest question. You have to think about it.
I might buy all 3 of the ones they have right now, honestly.
Nice. A huge compliment. Definitely. Okay, fair. Falcanna, lovely as always. Brograss, scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again?
I'm going to give this one an 8. It really hit a lot of good points for me personally. The aesthetics of the bud were fantastic. Like I was like staring at it, using my phone light, like look more at it. Like even when I broke the nug up to pack a bowl, like I didn't grind it. It was just really satisfying, just the sound of it, and just still just really consistent throughout the whole bud. When I was cracking it, it was just still like light trichomes, orange hairs everywhere. And I would at least say Falcanna should be in your normal rotation of growers when it's in stock. Absolutely.
Period. Yep.
Yep.
Could not agree more.
Them has been on point. And I would say I recommend this one for definitely end of the evening, to make yourself confused. Like you're like, I think I want to go to bed, and then you're like, wait, what? Oh yeah, I'm tired. Yeah.
Those are my favorites. That's like the skunk GMO too from Fireline. That was exactly that. Lost in space. Love that. Thank you, Brograss.
Nice work. Keep it up.
Of course, yes.
Pesticide free too.
What was that?
Pesticide free as well.
Yeah, clean grain certified.
As well, yes. And yeah, just lovely people overall. I didn't get a chance to meet them quite yet, but they did attend some of our vendor days in the past. I mean, they're at HIGH-5, so, and they would bring falcons. How cool is that?
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's very cool. Now, next up, we've got Z, scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again?
And this is the Deep Sea from Falcanna, white ash. Sort of 7.5 to 8, somewhere in there.
Okay. What's stopping you from making it an 8?
It's not punching me in the head strongly enough.
Okay.
But I have a high tolerance, so that's me. So
This is true. Because an 8 out of 10 is still great. It's still great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might buy it again. I probably won't, honestly.
Okay.
Just because there's so many other super fruity things that I like.
Love it.
But it's a nice high. I mean, it's a good solid indica. It's giving me some pain relief. It's fogging up my brain.
Gotcha.
So yeah, 7.5, 8-ish, somewhere in there.
Totally.
I'm gonna give it a 7.75.
Fair. Granted. Okay. Granted. Okay. Nice. All right. And then Kirsten, it seems as though you're up next. Scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again?
I would honestly have to say 10 because
Nice.
I bought at least 2 Falcanna pre-rolls every night this week that I work. So yeah, I definitely liked it. Also, I said earlier I smoked that one with my dad. He like fell out in his pasture earlier this week, so he's like in a lot of pain. And like 5 minutes after he smoked that joint, he's like passed out on the couch. So I'd say that was
Nice.
pretty good for him.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, fantastic. Wow, a 10 out of 10. And that was the Pacific Sunshine CBG pre-roll
Yeah.
from Falcanna. Absolutely fantastic. And thank you, Miss Kirsten. We've also got the Royal Kush here. Going over it. Scale of 1 through 10, I would 1,000,000,000% recommend, and I would try again. I would give this my joint, I would give it an 8. This was a 10 out of 10 joint. 1,000,000,000%. The burn on it is like insane. Like it's so
Yeah.
crisp. It's like a
It's
cig.
so good.
It's literally like a cig, but it's like, and the thing is, this is the right kind of filter. It's skinny. You know what I'm saying? My filter's skinny as well, but you can see it. They even out skinnied me, and it's because this is a hand roll and this is a cone. I could have rolled it this small, but I just didn't. I didn't have the time to put the attention to detail as I was on a podcast. But yeah, this was so awesome. You guys did a great job. These are great pre-rolls. They burn awesome. The flavor on this one was better than the flavor on this one. I'm a little upset about that, you know, because we did have the gram versus their pre-roll, the loose gram versus their pre-roll rather. But still really, really good. The high is great. I'm social, probably saying too much as always. But yeah, thank you, Falcanna. We appreciate you guys. You're doing awesome work. And yeah, I can't wait to see more things come back and keep them coming back. Like I said, I would love to buy this again. And I roll my own joints. I have no reason to smoke pre-rolls, but I would definitely buy this pre-roll over the gram too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. I would buy this pre-roll over the Royal Kush gram, 1,000,000,000%. And this is, I didn't even have to work for it. Could have just like pop and smoke it instead of spending time fighting,
Yes.
rolling the joint. So this is great. Yeah. And yeah, it seems as though that's our wrap up. As always, we want to say thank you so much for coming out and partying with us. And I want to say thank you to all the colleagues. Remember to stay high and humble, and we will see you all next time.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.